special for me to come in here. I guess you got to be sure you come here after you win, because you got to try to do everything the same when you come back to Indianapolis. But many of you don't know, I came here in 1951, before most of you were born, with my dad. And I was 14. We sat out on turn 4. I didn't know much about the cars, but I guess at that point it kind of injected me that I wanted to be a driver here, or I didn't know anything about being a car owner. And in fact, I had a chance to take my driver's test, but I was working. My boss wouldn't let me off, so Mario Andretti took his test in the car I did. So it worked out for him, and it worked out for us, because obviously he's a great ambassador for Firestone. But this is a special place when you can see the people that come to this race, the worldwide television audience. Where do you go in the world to find a group of people like you are here in this stand? I love the young people. Kids come up and I say, "Are you 14?" Because I remember when I came with my dad, he had me by the hand. But in this country we live in, I'm so proud, to be here and to represent our team, Team Penske, and the people that work for us. And our relationship with Firestone goes a long way, for our tires, for our trucks, and our cars. And obviously many of you are associated with them. But the race that I saw today, and we had 4 great cars. We made mistakes. You need numbers. We had 4 good cars. Elio coming into pits, Davidson didn't have a speed limiter, and he stopped, and we hit him. And of course, then we got a penalty drive-through, and he got a lap behind. Will went through his pits, and they gave him a drive-through, and that just puts you out of business. But Simon was on it when he walked in the speedway, I think at the beginning of May, to see him running that road race, and you saw him, and many of you saw that in the rain, and it was good rain tires. Am I right? We got those from you, didn't we?
Those were the fabulous Firestone Firehawk rain tires. Thank you to the engineering team. And
where are those guys? Give them a big hand. I tell you, if you want to race in the rain, be sure you got a set of 4 on. Remember that, right? But listen, that was a great run coming back and beating Scott Dixon. And then to think about, we raced here many, many years, and the tires have become so important. I go back to 1972, and we went 180 miles an hour. Now, we'd gone 220 down the straightaway, but then the tire development, and Firestone obviously as a leader, was able to give us tires. And I would say this year we came back with a tire. This year they can run as close as they did and be able to pass. We couldn't do that in the past. So I would say, really, the job that your team did and the engineering people has been amazing. But to see them run like that, and typically, Elliot got beat a couple years ago. The guy gets by you and you can't ever catch him again. But because we could run closer, and we call it a draft, it's like a snowplow out there, the lead car, pushing the air so the back car could go by. And to see that, and of course Rossi won this race, so you're talking about a champion. But he really was able to win this race. But when I think about qualifying, that's kind of what it said to me. 3 laps at 230 miles an hour, 230, 230, 230, and 229.7. And you think about the whole field was 1.7 seconds. Now, that doesn't sound like much, but I guess at 230, that's about 3 football fields. But when you think about it that way, but I think the consistency, of the product and the tires this year was the best. And we raced them all over, and it's been terrific. So I want to take my hat off, obviously, to you and the whole team at Firestone and all the people here, you guys that are part of the team. Thank you for what you do. Thanks for coming to Indy. Interesting, we got a call from President Trump, if you can believe it, in the winner's circle. He called and said, "Make America great." I just said, just kidding you. No, but he said, Roger, I'm in Japan. It's 5 in the morning. I've been watching this thing. He said, great job. So I gave it to Simon. And of course, Simon says, can I come down to the White House and see you? So we'll see what happens. So anyhow, everybody have a good time. We had a great month of May, and thank you for everything, and all the Firestone people. And the engineering guys, take my hat off to you guys. Terrific job. Real safe. Everybody have fun. Go home. Thank you.